guys, this is Sonic team again. This is Sonic, this is my partner James. Okay, we'll be talking about win number 16. Yeah, let's take a look. Alright, so this week, okay, as you can see here, we will be quite busy in terms of at this particular certain pairs. For example, Canadian dollars, we have a Canadian quite a big event going on in the later part of the week, in the middle part of the week to be exact. Alright, then we will be having a bit on the Australian and New Zealand as well. So put it this way, this week, as far as the news is concerned, we will be, we should be focused more on the Canadian and Aussie and New Zealand only. But as you know, because of the geopolitical tension in the Syrian right now, maybe the market can be more volatile. Not only just this pair as well. So James here, one more. Sorry, hang on. Yeah. There's something that I want to talk about. In next week, which is week number 17, we have the Euro minimum bid rate, and we have a BOJ policy rate. So the next week gonna be two pairs that you need to take note of: Euro and British pound. Okay, most of the time Euro and JPY. Most of the time JPY, right? They may move during their speech. Sometimes as if like nothing happened like that, right? But for example, like for Euro, they may not move much during the bid rate time, but I'm sure during the press conference time they're gonna move a lot. So please keep in mind that in coming week we have a Euro and JPY pairs that will be moving up. Okay, let's do some analysis here. Okay, this is a gold pair here because I was sort of expecting that the gold will pretty rise up pretty fast, and it wasn't really like buying into the idea of the war in Syria. So currently they are doing pretty much nothing, and they are just trying to go back into the very big range that they have been building since early 2018. So what is telling us? This is telling us that if you want to enter long or short, try not to go in with a very tight stop loss. You know why? Because if you short with a tight stop loss, they will just sweep you out, and if you go in long with a tight stop loss, of course they will just swing down to take you out as well. So either you step aside and look for a clearer signal, or you have to take position with a bit of a longer time frame perspective. So in my opinion, they in the longer run, I think they are going to break out up, in my opinion. Alright, of course there are a few levels that you may want to take a look into. The first level is somewhere around here, 1312 level, and the second level is around 1329 level. So this is the two level that you may want to enter long if you want to. Okay, these are the level that the price will go there, and for a potential bounce from this. So of course market itself is not 100% clear that is in a bullish uptrend or something like that. It's not really happening. They are pretty much on the sideways. So we need to take some initiative, and we need to take some position here if you want to. Alright, to me, I got an understanding that it should go up higher, and then these two level 1312 and the 1329, 26, 27 around this region will be the better place for you if you want to go for a long. Alright, so this is on my goal. Alright. Okay, another one is US market. Okay, US market is they are pretty much in the US Dow Jones is pretty much on the bottoming, double bottom at the moment. So that's the reason why they are they are left and right. They are trying to climb up here. But I got a feeling, or I got an understanding that the market might not be able to sustain this rate, because you can see that the volume maintaining and the price is rising. So this is the kind of like information telling me that they might be pulled back soon. Alright, so they are the level that I'm looking at. So for example, like this region, 24780, 24800 level will be a nice place that they may have bearish candle will show up. So this is where you want to enter a short for of course sell back down to the obvious support level again. So I'm slightly looking into the bearishness, but not right at the moment. I would like to wait at the higher level for a better level entry. So I'm expecting around here 24780, 24800 level for a sell back down on to the so-called double. By then that will be a triple bottom level. Alright, so I'm looking for that. Okay, the next one is a British pound US dollars. Okay, what is happening to the British pound US dollars? Of course, they have a very nice rise, and since there is not much of the news happening at the moment, alright, market is sort of like taking like in a profit taking kind of on the face right now. Okay, what is happening? In my opinion, we have quite a lot of being so-called resistance level being formed during the previous move around 1.412 around this region. So my plan or my understanding is that market can just for any reason they can swing back down. Alright, but doesn't mean that they are going to swing all the way down. In my opinion, they can swing back down and come back here and get supported. So if you are looking for a long, in my opinion, yep, these are the level that give you a better long entry. That means the low risk, better long entry. That means if you after you long immediately, market go in your favor, stuff like that. Alright, so these are the level that I'm looking at. Okay, another one is Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong is something similar to US market. All right, so we have a pretty strong, a lot of support coming in around this region, 30900 level. So this is what exactly is happening on the last over a weekend, right? Monday, Tuesday, right? They really dipped down. So if you read my analysis today that I posted, I was telling you guys to take a look around this region, 30200 level, around this region. At the moment, they are not really being broken down yet, but for now, of course, being a bearish candle, they might broken down sooner or later. So I would rather say it's too early to talk about being long. Alright, and I think they might go further down a little bit first, at least as a minimum. Alright, so I'm a little bit slightly bearish on Hong Kong as well. So to recap, I'm slightly bullish on gold, alright, and I'm slightly bearish on Dow Jones, and I'm slightly bullish on British pound, US dollar, and I'm slightly bearish on Hong Kong dollars. So let's see. Of course, in terms of news, like I repeat, we only have Canadian, Aussie, and New Zealand only. But because of the tension in the in the Syria, gold can take a swing up or swing down. Anything can happen at the moment. So please trade light and please pay a lot of attention. All right, thank you.
Alright, so let me bring your attention to the two pairs that I'll be talking about, which has significant news coming up later this week. So the first one will be the New Zealand to the Canadian dollars. So right now, what we are seeing is that alright, we can see that price is still currently forming as a very strong bearish candle. There's still much of selling pressure coming to it, but we are in a very nice support swing level over here at 0.92 level. So we are likely to see some kind of support coming in. Maybe it could be the weakening of Canadian news during the release tomorrow night. Alright, so I'm slightly biased towards the bullish side, but I'm not entering a buying trade now because the candle is totally not on our side yet. Alright, so it's better to stand by and wait and see if the release of the news result would cause this pair to turn slightly bullish. Alright, so looking at this structure, you can see that people that are long into it will definitely place their stop loss just behind this kind of area. Alright, because we have this kind of like a typical resistance area, and once price breaks up, people will just break up, buyers who are long into this trade, people will just place their stop loss around this cluster area. So price could go lower. Alright, but let's see what tomorrow night will bring when the release of Canadian results is out. Okay, the second pair that I would like to talk about is the Aussie to New Zealand dollars. Alright, so price has made its rally upwards already. So despite its very strong downtrend, we are seeing a very nice support coming in at 1.05 level. Alright, I would say now it's currently too late to jump into the trade right now, but should price were to retrace back into this kind of area, it will definitely be a very good low risk entry for us to enter the trade. Alright, ultimate areas which I'm looking for resistance area is around this 1.07 zone. So if you like to ride on with the trend, I would say better to wait on the sideline, to wait for price to reach this kind of level for a better low risk entry shot. Okay, so this is all we have for the Sony Art Mastery Week 16 analysis, and thank you for watching.